In this video, I'm going to go over passing an array to a function in C. And it's going to turn out when we pass an array to a function in C, it's going to work a bit differently than we thought it might based on how functions work with regular variables. So let's say I've got a function here. We'll call it void add, and it'll take in an integer x. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that this function is going to add 1 to x. It's void, which means it's not going to return anything. But what it's going to do is it's going to take x and it's going to add 1 to it. And if I were to make a variable here, a, and maybe set it equal to 5, and call add with a, I might think that a is going to be 6 after this. I might think it's going to be 6 because we pass a to add here, and add, sets x to whatever a is, which is going to be 5, and then we add to x here, we add 1 to it. So we might think that a is going to be 6 here, but a is actually going to be 5 still. So if we output a, we're going to see it's still going to be 5. And that's because of the way that arguments are passed in C. So what happens here with add is that it's not that we're really kind of sending over the variable a to be modified by this function. When we give the variable a here as an argument, what's actually being passed is the value. So we're actually passing the value of a to add. And so x is going to be 5. But beyond that, the fact that, a was used to set the value of x is not somehow attached to a. It's not like x is representing a, or when we modify x, it's going to modify a. All that really happens is that x is set to whatever value a was because we have a as an argument here. And all that's really used is the value. So it's as if a was replaced with 5 here, and the value 5 is used. And then after that, add really has nothing to do with a at that point. It's kind of done with it. So with arrays though, we're going to get a bit of a different behavior. So let's try something with an array now here. We're going to say here void, we're going to say array add, and it's going to take in an array. We'll call it array. And we'll make this array add function down here. And what it's going to do is it's going to take the first element in the array and it's going to add 1 to it. It's going to say array 0 is equal to array 0, and we'll add 1 to that first element in the array. Then we're going to test this out here. So we're going to say here int, we'll say my array, and we'll say here maybe we'll say 5, and we'll say it's equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to call array add, and we're going to give it my array as an argument here. And then let's see what happens when we printf the first element of my array. So if I were to print out my array at 0, we would expect, based on what we saw here, that perhaps this is not going to be changed. Perhaps this will still be 1 based on the fact that x wasn't really changed in this case. But let's see what happens. We're going to say my array 0 here to print it out. And we will then compile it and run it here. And I get that my array at 0 is 2. Even though it's 1 here, but we get 2. So what's going on here, that when I pass an array to a function like this, it's actually allowing me to modify the values of the array in the calling environment. In this case here, my array is somehow attached to this array here, this parameter array. Somehow they're related, that when I modify this array here, this parameter here, this local variable to this function here, I'm actually modifying my array in the calling environment because my array at 0 is 1, and yet I'm able to change it to 2 using this function. So what's going on that's different? So to understand passing arrays to functions and what's different about them, we need to understand how an array behaves when it's passed to a function. So when we pass an array to a function, what we say is that it decays to a pointer. So what my array is, the actual identifier, let's print it out and let's see. We're going to say printf, I'm going to say my array %p/n, and I'm going to output my array. And I'm not going to give an index here. So I'm not giving an index here. There's no open bracket 0, close bracket. I'm just saying my array. And I have this %p here. And %p is for outputting pointers. We don't think of the array as being a pointer, but this is for outputting pointers. And let's see what we get here. So we run this here and we get that my array is this memory address. It's this, what really looks like a memory address here. And that is what we can actually think of this as, is that this identifier here, myArray, it decays to a pointer when we use it like a pointer. So if we use it in a situation like this, where we don't have an index referencing some value, we say that it decays to a pointer. And what myArray is myArray is a memory address, and it's the memory address of our array that's stored in memory somewhere. And so what's going on with this function here is what's called pass by reference. So what's going on when we pass in myArray is, unlike add, where we're passing in like the value of A here, where we're passing in 5, in the case of myArray, what we're passing in is actually the memory address of myArray. We're actually passing in the memory address of myArray, and it's the memory address of this array right here. So this here array, open bracket, close bracket, that's, has this array parameter here. If we were to do a printf of that, we're going to find that it is actually the same, that it is actually going to be the same address in memory. So I'm going to say here array, and I'll say array, and we're going to find that it's the same address in memory. So I'll run it again, and we get that, array is this memory address, and myArray is this memory address. They're the same address in memory. And that's what's going on here, is when we actually pass an array to a function, and when we have an array as a parameter for a function, what we're really dealing with is essentially a pointer. And when we pass in the array, we say that it decays to a pointer, and it becomes the memory address of that, of where that array is stored. And this here is actually the same as if we said this. These are actually equivalent. So I'm going to copy this here, and I'm going to call this array add pointer, and I'm going to say here int star array. Int star array. So this here, this way of specifying the parameter is actually equivalent to this. These are equivalent, they're the same. And this is basically saying what I want to accept is a pointer to an int value in memory. And that can be an array of ints in memory. And so what we've got here then is the same thing as here, because really what we're doing is we're accepting a memory address. And so if we were to do a printf here of the array, we're going to find that it's going to be the same memory address. So let's try this function instead. Let's try this one now too. We're going to try this one here, array add pointer. We'll say array add pointer here, and we're going to get the exact same behavior, because what's really going on is that we're really passing in a memory address. So array has this memory address, myArray has this memory address, and we're now using this function. So we're printing out the array pointer here. And that's what's going on, is that when we pass a array to a function, we're really passing the memory address of the array. We're really passing a pointer to the array. And we can work with the array in that function using this array notation, using this array syntax where we use indexing like this to access the values in the array. But really fundamentally, we can think of it as a pointer, and these two things are equivalent. And this is actually why we would say that when we pass arrays in C, we could say that it is pass by reference, because pass by reference allows us to modify the values of the variable, in this case an array, in the calling environment. We could also more accurately describe this as pass by pointer, because we are passing in a pointer, and we have, whether we represent it like this or like this, we're really kind of working with a memory address. We're really working with a pointer, we can think of it as. And so we could say this is pass by pointer as well. That would actually be the more accurate description of what's going on here. But just be aware of this, that when you pass an array to a function in C, number one, you're really passing in a pointer. Number two, when you modify the array, you're going to be actually modifying the array in the calling environment as well. Check out portfoliocourses.com, where we'll help you build a portfolio that will impress employers, including courses to help you develop C programming projects.